It's the Lucky Libra in the building, the Hood's Pastor, the Hood's Guru, Saturn's favorite, all right? And it's time to get into our daily Astro Synastry report when it comes into Draya, Michele, and Jalen Green. They out here saying that she a predator. Is she? Y'all know the stars gonna let us know. Now, the first significant thing that I see is that they're both Aquarius suns. And when you're an Aquarius dominant, especially if you got Venus in there, you tend to attract people with an age gap, most likely you being the Aquarius dominant and the other person being significantly older than you. I may have some Aquarius dominants right now being able to testify like, yo, you're right, I'm always attracting older people. You know, you may be the sibling that related to the older sibling. You may also be that kid on the block that related to the old heads, and they used to look at you like, hey, young brother, young sister, you know you got a old soul. With that being said, when you have sun conjunct sun, or two people with the same sun sign dating each other, this is a interesting dynamic because the sun represents our awareness, our vision, and our ego. So you can manifest ego clashes with the sun in the same sign because it comes to a point where it's like, okay, yeah, we have compatibility and relatability because we see things the same way, but at some point it turns into, let's do things my way. No, let's do things my way. And now you get competition. So with Draya significantly being the older mate, her son is a bit more mature and experienced just in general, so she might have more of a grasp of getting her way when it comes into how this couple is going to express themselves, allow themselves to be seen, and what action they're going to take in the first place. Now, another alignment that I see, that this is actually a placement I love to see in Synastry. Like when I see this, this is a huge potential for twin flame and soulmate bonding. And Jalen has a moon in Capricorn. So with Draya being a sun in Aquarius and him being a moon in Capricorn, these are the two both sides of Saturn. So these energies are able to integrate and enlighten each other on Saturn things, structuring, building, reality, stabilizing things. It's just that here, the moon person can become very open and extremely receptive towards the action and expression of the sun person, whether the sun is expressing themselves right or wrong, just being the moon person and having to be the receiver of the Saturn influence. Now, another funny thing about this is that Jalen got the sun in Aquarius, but he also has Venus in Aquarius and he has Mars in Aries. Listen, he don't give a damn about what the media tabs is saying, what people in his family is saying. Jalen, this girl's way older than you. You having a baby with her. Do you know what she could do to you? She taking advantage of. He don't give a damn. Do y'all know what individuality mean in the zodiac? Do you know what signs represent individuality? And I'm a free thinker. I'm gonna do what I want. Aries and Aquarius are battling for that #1 spot every day. On Monday it's Aquarius, on Tuesday it's Aries. So frankly, he don't really care, and he's making his own decisions, which can become very transformative in the long run. Keyword: Saturn in the long run. Other significant dynamic here is Draya has Venus and Mars in Pisces. Okay, Pisces, don't get mad at me for this one. Let's just call it what it is. I'm just calling it how I see it. Pisces is top 3 gaslighters in the zodiac. I don't care what y'all say. I've been doing this for some time now, all right? And I don't know if they 3 or 2, okay? She has Venus and Mars in Pisces. So when it comes into her passions and her personal gains, Mars, and what makes her feel good, finances and support, Venus, she's able to manipulate the subconscious of others, whether for good or bad is up to her, but she has that power. So depending on where Jalen has Pisces at in his chart, we can't tell because I don't have their birth times and I can't, you know, depict things dealing with their house system. He could be in a very vulnerable space, and he don't really have water placements like that. He do have Jupiter in Cancer, so he is here understanding how to make wise decisions when it comes into loved ones, intimacy, his private matters, and family. I bet you he probably has some energies beefing with that Jupiter in Cancer, and we already know he got the moon in Capricorn, so that's already at an opposite clash. Now, this is the placement that made me hit a little side eye when it comes into Draya, when it comes into these predatorial vibes, all right? We just said she has Venus and Mars in Pisces and broke down how that placement plays out. Very creative individuals nonetheless, all right? I know I just dragged y'all a little bit, but listen, her Venus and Mars is trining Saturn in Scorpio. Now, why is that significant? Saturn, stability, structure. Scorpio, other people money, other people resources. So combine what I just said about her Venus and Mars, and it's directly harmonizing with Saturn. So she's able to use that Venus and Mars conjunction to manipulate energies of the subconscious if it can lead into gaining stability through other people's resources. Point blank, period. So when I see that, I'm like, I don't know. So to me, that was a huge red flag right there, understanding that she has that power. And especially with her being older, once again, she's going to be more mature when it comes into influences, dealing with the subconscious in comparison to Jalen that ain't really got that much water in the chart. And they both have the sun in Aquarius, so they both can be very transactional with relationship activity. So that actually kind of adds more of an influence to her, you know, picking a partner based off of just stability and security. And yes, feminine nature will naturally do that. That's their biology. Wants to be with a man that could provide and stabilize themselves. But when we're talking about this age gap and the sense of maturity that is at a contrast here, these are the things that are highlighted that make me look at the situation and be like, damn, I think she is taking advantage of this young brother. So if you're asking me, yes, she know exactly what she's doing. And I don't think we had to break down astrology energies to really understand the dynamic of this relationship. But with that being said, I think the stars pretty much confirm what's going on. Peace.